Sheung Wan is one of the earliest developed areas in Hong Kong. It is an example of an inner city. Sheung Wan has a long history of development. Therefore, many buildings in the area are old, with poor facilities and living conditions. However, the district has been undergoing urban renewal. The Urban Renewal Authority has adopted a 4R to regenerate the urban areas in Hong Kong, namely redevelopment, rehabilitation, revitalization, and preservation to regenerate our urban areas. The Grand Millennium Plaza is an example of redevelopment in Sheung Wan. It was once an old commercial and residential area, which was formerly known as the Egg Market. The area was replanned and rebuilt to provide more open space and community facilities. Some buildings along Hollywood Road have adopted rehabilitation strategies. The Urban Renewal Authority works with property owners to prevent the decay of the buildings. Repair and maintenance works, such as concrete repair, windows repair, and fire services installation, have been carried out. The Western Market, which was built in 1906, is an example of preservation. Under this strategy, the historical building of Edwardian architecture style, which was popular in England in the early 20th century, is preserved and redeveloped. Today, jewellery, Chinese craft, flower and cloth shops, and restaurants can be found in the Western Market. Sheung Wan Fong is a revitalization project. It has brought new life to the Sheung Wan's old district by improving the public space around Morrison Street. For example, the Western Market has been refurbished. Pavements and footbridges in that area have also been widened and beautified. Another kind of urban renewal has taken place in Gough Street and Shin Hing Street in Sheung Wan. Gough Street and Shin Hing Street were inhabited long ago by Chinese and Europeans. The land lease replica at the junction of Gough Street and Shin Hing Street tells us the history of development of the area. In fact, urban renewal in Gough Street and Shin Hing Street is not undertaken by the government, but very often by some private developers or landowners. In the past, there were many printing companies and traditional shops along Gough Street and Shin Hing Street. Now, there are shops of different characteristics. Besides shops in Oriental traditional style, there are also shops, cafes and restaurants in modern Western style. When we study the appearance and environmental conditions of the buildings of these two streets, we can see that the buildings are not too old and the environmental conditions are fair. By looking at the shops and buildings in Gough Street and Shin Hing Street, do you know what strategies had taken place in the urban renewal process? What kind of succession do these urban renewal strategies induce? As wealthier people move into, renovate and restore housing in these two streets, they also revive businesses in this inner city area, where such area is formerly inhabited by poorer people. This process is known as gentrification. There are urban pioneers who move into these rundown areas with potential for redevelopment. These people are usually artists and other groups who are tolerant of problems associated with the inner city. Although urban renewal in general improves the living environment of Sheung Wan, some controversies have arisen about its strategies in recent years. The development of Wing Lee Street is an example. The buildings along Wing Lee Street were built in the 1960s. The Urban Renewal Authority planned to redevelop the area. However, after the movie Echoes of the Rainbow, which was filmed at this street, won an award at the 2010 Berlin Film Festival, the redevelopment plan was scrapped. Instead, some other urban renewal strategies have been adopted here. Can you identify them? Do you think these strategies are a suitable way to restore the area?